everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and this is my kitchen. And today in my kitchen I am going to be making creamy mozzarella shrimp pasta. First time making this, so I'm going to turn you around here and I'm going to show you what we're going to need. Alright, for this creamy mozzarella shrimp pasta, we are going to need 8 ounces of a penne pasta. I already got it out. We need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a pound of shrimp. We're going to need garlic, which I am omitting. We need salt for 2 parts of the cream sauce and the shrimp. So we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt for the shrimp. For the cream sauce, we are going to need 4 ounces of sun-dried tomatoes. Garlic again, omitting it. We are going to need a cup of half and half. We are going to need a cup of, sorry about that. My dogs were barking at my daughter for some odd reason. The cup of mozzarella. We'll need a tablespoon of basil, a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 1/8 of a teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 cup of reserved pasta water, and another 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So this is what we are going to need. I am going to take the tails off of the shrimp, and then when I get that all done, I will be back and I'm going to start the pasta and start the shrimp. So I'll be right back. Alright, in this pan I am going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. I am going to turn it on to a medium high heat. For mine it's 6.0, and I'm going to let this get warm. I have the pasta water on, and once this oil comes to temp, we are going to add the shrimp and let it get you're going to brown it, cook it on each side to either it turns pink or it has a golden brown to it. To me, it has golden brown. To me, that smells burnt. Not burnt, but I know I've never cooked my shrimp to brown color. Always cooked it to feeling to see if my pan is hot, and once this gets hot, we'll add the shrimp. Alright, the oil is getting hot, and you just want to lay these in. You don't want to overcrowd the pan, it says, because you want to not steam, you want to cook the shrimp. Some of them are kind of on the frozen side. Mind you, I had them in the fridge. Ooh, see here, to thaw, but apparently my fridge is too cold to get them. And our water is coming up to a boil. So then when it comes to a boil, I can put the pasta in. But if you were using garlic, you would add it now. So I'm not using garlic. And I enjoy making some recipes like this for my family to have a really good meal and not have to worry about having garlic in it. I mean, Garlic is delicious. Me and my husband used to be able to eat garlic, but as you get older, you cannot eat garlic. And like I said, I could tolerate garlic better than my husband because his is real bad. Alright, our pasta water is coming to a boil back there. You can see it right there. I'm going to add in my pasta. And this serves 4 people. So let's stick my spoon there. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Let that come back to boil. And keep an eye on the shrimp. And once all the shrimp is done, the next thing is to add, we will remove the shrimp. Don't overcook the shrimp. And then we'll remove it to a plate, and then we'll get to the next part, which would be the sauce. So when these get to the nice golden color they need to be at, and I'll show you that. Alright, I add some substitutions to this shrimp. I added about a tablespoon of butter. I like the flavor of butter. And since my shrimp were frozen, there's a lot of liquid in here. So I turned up my burner to cook the shrimp. And got my pasta back here. And when this pasta is done, we want to reserve, I think it says a cup of the water. Let's see. Yes, remove some cooked pasta water. And we want to reserve a half a cup of the pasta water. So I'm just going to keep stirring my shrimp. Like I said, my shrimp was frozen. I should have had it out to thaw so that it could release some of the water that was in it. But I did not. But once they are cooked, I will remove them and stick them on this plate I have sitting here by my stove. And then when they're done, I will be back and we'll work on the mozzarella sauce. So when this is done and the pasta's done, probably 10 minutes is good for penne. I usually don't cook penne. That's the pasta we're using is a penne pasta. That's what it called for. But I'm sure you could use any kind of pasta that you like, as long as it's like a penne, bow tie would work. The corkscrew pasta, any kind I think that will hold some liquid. All right, looks like the shrimp is about done, because I don't want to overcook it, because once you take it out and then you'll be adding it back into the sauce, so then therefore it will be cooking some more. So I'm going to remove the shrimp, get everything ready for the mozzarella sauce, and we'll go from there. All right, now to my pan, I'm going to add the sun-dried tomatoes. And it says you want to, it says saute, but like I said, mine had some water. So we're just going to leave that go for a little bit. And then I'm still checking on my penne back here. And I put my spoon over my pan so it doesn't boil over on me. So while this is cooking, we are going to, well, if you're using garlic, you would add it with this. Then when this is done, we are going to add the half and half to this. And this sounds and looks delicious. Turn my burner down just a little bit to high five. Alright, now I need to get out my half and half and mozzarella. And we need a cup. No, yeah. A cup of half and half. And it goes over for a minute. A cup of half and half. Alright.
After we're done with pirates, let's go kill bosses, then we'll go find Mirage.
Oops. Stuff that in. And we want to bring this to a boil. And then once this is to a boil, we are going to add the mozzarella. So add, oh, there's my timer. Turn that off. Check on this pasta, which I don't think it's quite done. I'll just keep an eye on it. Won't set a timer again. Let's see, after you add your sun-dried tomatoes and the half and half, bring that to a boil. Then we're going to add a cup of the cheese, stirring while it's boiling, and immediately turn to simmer. So we need a cup of mozzarella, I do believe. Yes, 1 cup of mozzarella. And it's starting to come to a boil. Cheese over the stove. Now that that's come up to a boil, we are going to add the mozzarella and stir, and then turn it. I turned it to low. That's my simmer. Oop. Just making a mess here. All right. Let's see what's the next step. Then we are going to cook until the sauce is low simmer, stir, and the cheese is melted, and that's about what it is. And then we are going to add, it says if the sauce is too thick, which I don't think it is, but I am going to remove it just a tad off the heat, because my stove is glass top and it heat stays for a few. So I just move it over for just a minute so that I can look. I'm going to turn this pasta off. We are going to add the basil, the crushed red pepper flakes, paprika, and stir. So that is the basil. Want to make sure. Yes, basil, red pepper, the basil. And then we need red pepper flake. And we need the paprika. And we're going to stir this. Now, this a mix. That's my granddaughter being silly. Alright, I'll be right back. Oops. Alright, I have all the seasonings in here. I almost forgot the salt.
Okay, do you want to wait for Pirates? Then
I'll do it over here because I'm not a lefty and we don't need too much salt. So it says if this is a little too thick, you could add some of the reserved pasta water, which I have some over there. So I'm just going to use about 2 tablespoons right now of this sauce to get it. So like you said, it wants to be a sauce. So the next step is, I think we're going to be adding the shrimp back in. Yes, we're going to add the pasta. And then it'll be the shrimp. So therefore we're going to dump the pasta in. And we want to give this a mix. And then we're going to add the shrimp back in. And then we're going to give this a mix. And there we have it. Creamy mozzarella shrimp pasta. And I'll bring you in to see what it looks like. Here's what it looks like, and I will be back to let you know how I like it and how my family likes it. Here it is, plated up on my plate. I didn't make no vegetable with it. I didn't know what to make, so it's just gonna be that tonight. Alright, I'm back on here to let you know what my family thought of the shrimp pasta, mozzarella shrimp pasta. It was very good. I said I'd even make it again. It was that good. We haven't had shrimp in a long time, so this was a good way to use it, and I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy. So if you could like, subscribe, comment, and share, I really appreciate it. And I will see you again next week for the monthly collab. And have a great week, everyone.